This video is a reminder of how to do a factor tree. It's just a quick reminder. If you look at the example, the number is 48 and factors of 48 are 6 and 8. You don't have to start with any specific factors. You cannot use 1 times 48, but in this example it is 6 times 8, and they're both composite numbers, so you must break it down further. In step B, you can see that 6 factors to 2 times 3, and since 2 and 3 are prime numbers, I would circle them. 2 is also a prime number, but 4 is a composite number. So if you look to step C, what they've done is they've brought down the prime numbers and gone ahead and factored 4 into 2 times 2. Then you simply count. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of the number 2, so that would be 2 to the 4th power. This dot means times 3. You need to put your answer in order from least to greatest. 2 is smaller than 3, so you'd write 2 first. 2 to the 4th power times 3. So there are many examples here. You can pause the video at any time and work on your own, and I will go over examples so you can check your answers. The first number, 45, I'm going to break down into 5 times 9. Since 5 is a prime number, you can stop with a 5. 9 is a composite number, so you factor it again. 9 would be 3 times 3. Excuse me. So your answer is 3 times 3 times 5, which simplified would be 3 to the 2nd times 5. If you check that answer, you should get 45. Number 2. I'm going to start with 2 times 16. I know that I can use 2 because this is an even number. 16 factors in to, whoops, I shouldn't have circled that, 4 times 4. 4 times 4 factors farther to 2 times 2. And again, 2 times 2. So if I look at my prime numbers, this one should not be circled. 2 times 2. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. On the example, they brought this number down, so you did not forget it. So this would be 2 to the 5th power. There's 5 of them. If you multiply 2 to the 5th power, you should get 32. Number 3, again, it's an even number, so I can use 2 times 21. 21 is composite. It factors to 3 times 7. On the example, they bring the prime numbers down. Maybe a good idea so you don't forget them. So this will be 2, I'll put a dot for times 3 times 7. There's more than one way to start the problem, but there's only one correct answer. The next one, 150, because it ends with a 0, I know that it can be divided by 10. 10 is a factor, so 10 times 15. Those are both composite numbers. I can factor 10 is 2 times 5, and 15 is 3 times 5. So in order, 2 times 3 times, and there's 2 5s, 5 to the 2nd power. I'll remind you again, you can work ahead of me and then check your answers. 5 looks hard. Let's see. It ends with a 50. I could factor out 10 or 25 or 50. I'm going to start with 10. 10 times 245. When I divide by 10, I take a 0 off. Well, 10 is 2 times 5. I can see that 2, 4, and 5, well, that ends with a 5. So I can factor out 5. And I'll do some quick math and say that's 5 times 49. These are prime. I could bring those down the page. (49) is composite. You can reach 49 by doing 7 times 7. So we start with a 2. We have 2 5s. Have 2 7s. Easiest way to start on that one was to see that it ends with a 0 and divide by 10. Oops, I'm missing a 7 times 7 squared. It's a good thing I double checked my answer at the end. Okay, last one on this side. Well, since it ends with 2 zeros, I bet 100 would work. 8 times 100. 8 is 2 times 4. 4 is 2 times 2. 2 times 50 is 100. 2 times 25 is 50. And then 5 times 5 is 25. It's really hard when you get this many numbers to try to make sure you include all of your prime numbers. So when you get a prime number, it's a good idea to circle it. I'm going to cross those out so I don't use them twice. I believe the answer is 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the 5th power times 5 to the 2nd power. I'm going to do some quick math in my head. 5 to the 2nd power is 25. Yep, that's going to work. 2 to the 5th power times 5 to the 2nd power does equal 800. Okay, along with this lesson, there's another side. There's questions 7 through 20. Keep practicing, and then you can check back with me. I will have the key for the rest of the problems, or your math teacher will have the key for the rest of the problems. Good luck.